Hi, I'm Mo and I'm trapped in Fallout. Today I'm going to show you how to get your hands on both the Ant's Sting as well as the Protectrons Gaze, as well as both the unique armors from the AntAgonizer and the Mechanist. To do this, you will need at least one piece of armor that has a DR rating of at least 20, as well as a headpiece that has a DR rating of at least 5. Once you have that, you will need to go to Canterbury Commons. Canterbury Commons is directly north of Vault 108 and it is also east of the scrapyard. As you enter Canterbury Commons, you will see a dialogue kicking off between the Mechanist and the AntAgonizer. Eventually, they will end up fighting, at which point they will both walk away. So this glitch is to be able to get effectively both of these armors that you see here, the AntAgonizer's armor as well as the Mechanist's armor. And it will allow us to also get the unique weapon from the Mechanist known as Protectrons Gaze, as well as the unique weapon known as Ant's Sting. Now as soon as their fight finishes, they should both walk away, at which point you will be approached by an NPC known as Uncle Roy.
Are you alright? Name's Roe. Uncle Roe to most. Welcome to Canterbury Commons.
When you're able to, just select the first option. What was all that about?
The, Mechanist. A while ago. Well, that was...
Then offer to provide help by selecting the first option. I might be able to help.
Oh, that's Find where they... You only need to stop.
Next, either select the speech challenge where you can earn up to double, or just say I'll do it.
You drive a hard bargain, friend. Oh, and
finally, go ahead and select I have to go now, and this will now start the Superhuman Gambit quest. So the first thing we're going to do is go and pay a visit to the Mechanist. To do this, follow this path and we will make our way all the way up to the Robot Repair Center, which is where we can find the Mechanist. Now as soon as you enter the Robot Repair Center, go north and you will arrive at a fork, a door to your right and a door to your left. The door to your left is currently locked with a hard lock. If you are able to pick that hard lock, then going through these doors will lead you directly to the Mechanist. If you are not able to go through the doors on the left because you're unable to pick the lock, then you can go through the doors on the right. I have a video showing you how to get the Protectrons Gaze specifically, where that video takes you through the longer route. So if you wish, you can have a look at that video first so that you know the path to take. In this instance, we're going to go through this door instead. We're going to go straight and follow this path. And as you come out this door, the Mechanist will be on your right.
What are you doing in here? How did you get... Speak now, citizen.
When you are able to, go ahead and select the second option. I've come to help you get rid of the AntAgonizer.
Oh, well in that... But an ordinary... You'll be my side. Well then, my trusty chum.
You will be then given an option to either convince him to leave, or instead you can try and tell him that you will go and convince AntAgonizer for a more peaceful solution.
The AntAgonizer does not listen to reason. She's nothing more than an animal, but I will not stop.
And with that, he will then turn your back to you, at which point we can now try to perform the glitch. So what we will do is we will go into sneak mode, approach him from behind, and we will reverse pickpocket onto him the metal armor as well as the power helmet. If you now exit sneak mode and leave this area, this will now create an autosave. If you now load that autosave, and now go back, when you now look at the Mechanist, he should have switched his gear and he should now be wearing the armor that you reverse pickpocketed into him. So what we will do now is go back into sneak mode, and this time we're going to try and steal his costume and his armor. Now exit sneak mode and exit the robot repair center. We will now need to go and visit the AntAgonizer in her lair. To go and actually find her lair, just head north directly after exiting the robot repair center. I have created a video specifically on how to navigate through the main entrance of the AntAgonizer's lair. For this video, however, we will be using a secret entrance at the top of the hill, which will require you to be able to unlock an average lock. As soon as you are inside, the first thing you will need to do is get rid of the Mechanist helmet. So something you can do is to approach this toolbox here, open it, and put the Mechanist helmet inside. We will now go and talk to the AntAgonizer.
At last, you've pried the shell off that meaty little Mechanist. Give it to me!
You will now be able to give her the Mechanist's costume, and as a result of doing that, she will reward you with the Ant's sting.
Excellent! It shall make a fine memento of a nemesis bested. For your loyal assistance, take this blade. Its sting carries the venom. Now that the tin-plated menace is no more, I shall take my...
Now that you have the Ant's sting, we are going to kill her. Now be warned, the moment you kill her, you will be approached by more ants. If we go and loot her body, you will be able to take from her her costume, her helmet, the Mechanist's costume, and another Mechanist helmet. We are now going to exit the AntAgonizer's lair, but before we do, we're going to grab the helmet that we placed inside the toolbox. Now go ahead and exit her lair, and let's go back to the Mechanist. Once you make it back into the robot repair center, go to the area where you spoke to the Mechanist, but don't actually talk to him just yet. Before talking to the Mechanist, we will need to remove the AntAgonizer's helmet from our inventory. So an easy way to do that would be to come and search this Protectron, and then just deposit the AntAgonizer's helmet inside. You can also go ahead and deposit everything else except the AntAgonizer's costume. Now go ahead and talk to the Mechanist.
Well done! You have defeated the vile AntAgonizer, and you've brought back her suit so that we may destroy the last taint of her villainy. Hand it to me, and I'll make sure that no one else can ever...
When you hand over the AntAgonizer's costume to the Mechanist, he will reward you with the Protectron's gaze.
Excellent. The evil taint of the AntAgonizer, and for your loyal assistance, I'm honored to present you with this laser pistol, crafted from my last loyal robot assistant. But the Mechanist cannot rest.
And with that, you should now have the Protectron's gaze. Now go ahead and kill the Mechanist. And then loot his body. And from him, you should be able to get the AntAgonizer's costume and the AntAgonizer's helmet. If you go back to the Protectron, and get back everything you deposited inside him. You should now have the Ant's Sting, the Protectrons' Gaze, the AntAgonizer's Costume, 2 copies of the AntAgonizer's Helmet, the Mechanist Costume, and then 2 copies of the Mechanist Helmet. And this is how you can use the in-game reverse pickpocketing mechanics to be able to get your hands on both the unique costumes as well as both the unique weapons.